It's a global recall.
I was standing in line to board, and this one dad and mom, they're like, it's an international recall on our children. They're all coming home. We thought we were empty nesters. Oh man. So there's like some humor in all of this. Flight looks really full. Looks like we barely got a seat or two. This is the view from our window. Didn't know we'd have to say goodbye so soon. They just said that this flight is not fully catered because they were not expecting it to be a full flight, but due to what happened overnight, here we are. So there may not be refreshments or snacks, but I'm just glad we are.
Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, liebe Fluggäste, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and a warm welcome on board as well from your cabin crew. You've heard it already, flight time is short, like always, from Prague to Frankfurt, they calculated by about 50 minutes. Damen und Herren, da während des gesamten Fluges zu jeder Zeit unerwartet Turbulenzen auftreten können, sind Sie verpflichtet.
The sun is shining down on, I think this is the outskirts of Frankfurt, Germany. Looks pretty similar from Prague, right? Green, very green. We have to make the connecting flight, so I'm so glad that we are landing, I think, on time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frankfurt Airport. We hope you felt safe and comfortable on board on this short flight. All the best for you. Till next time. Goodbye.
Our layover time's not too long. It's like an hour and 10 or 20 minutes. We have to get through customs, right? And then we got to continue on. And we don't know where the next gate is, and this airport is huge. Thank you.
Thank you.
So windy. It got really cold really quickly here. The doors are open on the bus. It's frigid weather. It was raining a lot yesterday in Prague, so it was like literally raining all day in Prague yesterday. I don't know if it was much different here.
Liebe Fluggäste, herzlich willkommen am Frankfurter Flughafen. If you are booked on a Lufthansa connecting flight and still need a boarding pass, please go to the next Lufthansa service counter.
I have to take the shuttle like this to the actual airport. I remember this from the last time I was here. There it is. There's a sign, Frankfurt Airport. Next gate, according to that screen, is Z62. Connecting flights, that's us. Boarding time is 9:40. Right now, I have no idea what time it is. Thank you, Rolex. Time is just under 9 o'clock. Now we gotta go in this line. Showing our ID thing didn't take that long, which is a good thing. Now we're all heading towards our next gate. No time to shop, we gotta go. Passed through another checkpoint. Yeah, now we are at the Z gates. I forgot my number. I think my husband remembered though. The glass of wine calmed me down a little bit. Oh my gosh, I was so anxious. Still am. Maybe it's time for another glass. Into shopping area with more opportunity for beer. Oh my god, I'm so tired. 62, that's us. See over there? That's the beginning of the line for economy. I'm gonna guess that many of us were not planning to fly today.
I was supposed to fly on Monday, next Monday.
And what happened?
And I was visiting my daughter on a vacation, and my son and my husband wake me up middle of the night saying, Trump just put a ban on flying back to the U.S. and you have to get out by Friday. Friday you will not be able to fly.
What were the first thoughts in your mind when you got that call?
I don't want to leave my daughter so soon, but also I want to be able to get home. I want to be able to join my husband again. And they said it was a 30-day ban, but I don't know if it would be extended.
My phone started blowing up at like 3 a.m. with, family and friends going, you better come home.
Did it scare you at all?
It did. I'm a little rattled. I'm like, okay, I want to get on this plane and be home.
I had to arrange in like 3 or 4 hours my flight back to the U.S. today. I was on the phone. It was like a 2-hour wait with Lufthansa. And in the meantime, my husband's saying, you know what, just go to the airport. Just go to the airport now. And because you don't know when everyone's going to go to the airport, and just get a flight to the U.S. Doesn't matter where. I was lucky enough to, fly into where I was supposed to fly into. But he said, yeah, even if it's Chicago, New York, just get into U.S. and then we'll figure it out.
Did you learn about the American citizens being exempt from this?
It was after I booked my flight and went through all this angst of, these few hours of changing the flight and everything, but I still had the scare that even though Americans can still return, how are we going to get there if all the flights are canceled?
And you and I had the same confusion as to midnight when.
Right, so my first inclination was, okay, maybe Friday night at 11:59, and my son, he was saying, no, I think it's 11:59 Thursday night. When it hits Friday, 12 a.m., then you can't leave. So it was just a whole frenzy scare. Yeah.
I live in LA. I came here last Saturday, and a couple of days after that, I was like, I think I need to leave, and I changed my flight.
So you already had this premonition?
Yeah, I did. Just the way things were going and just how Trump is, I just figured that that's where he was headed to. And honestly, I kind of don't blame him, I think he's just trying to protect the nation, and I can understand that.
I don't know what's going on anymore. It's crazy all over the place, and I hope it settles down.
Well, we made it onto our flight to LA. Hopefully in a few hours, actually several hours, we will be back home. 6-7 hours? 8 hours? 12 hours? Oh, because we're not going to New York. 12 hours. Hopefully in 12 hours we'll be back home in Torrance.
Im gesamten Team werden wir natürlich alles tun, Ihren Flug so angenehm wie möglich zu gestalten.
This flight is really empty. That whole row looks like it's empty.
With my colleagues, we will do our very best to make your flight a most pleasant one.